Hello YouTube, and this is my review of the 2017 Raleigh Pardner fat bike. Now the main reason that I wanted this bike is for the reach. As you can see, it's a really long bike, I guess, compared to other bikes, and the geometry is really good. But this may be a little lopsided review because it is my old bike in 1998, specialized rock copper, so I haven't really been with the new technology. And this is quite the opposite of a fat bike with 26 by 2.85 tires. Now let's start from the front and go to the back. First of all, we have 26 by 4.0 tires, which if you should know, if you're wanting to get a fat bike, that this is more like a 28 or 29-inch wheel when you get down to it. Second of all, I believe this is a pretty good tread for mountain biking or going on the beach or on the snow. This does have 80mm rims, so you could get a little bit wider, like a 4.5. It does have room, as you can see. Then we go to the brakes. These are Texturo or whatever you want to call them. They are not that good for me. I'm about 220, 210 pounds. And they don't stop that good for me. Then we go to the through axle. Now I know what you're thinking. This is not a through axle or a quick release or whatever you want to call it. But it does work. It works if you're not going to take your wheel off more than once or twice a week. Put like street tires on it. Then we go to the frame and the fork. Now this is an extra large frame. It weighs about 40-ish pounds. I use a fish scale, so I can't really trust it. It is made out of steel. Now the one thing I don't like about it is that these cables rub on it. Now that's just some tape I tried to put there, but I think it was bad luck because I crashed when I first put it on. As you can see, I'm a little bit superstitious about that. Then we move on to the cockpit. These are these really nice grips. While they may not be lock-on, if you really want lock-on, go ahead and get them. Then we have the bars. They are about 700 and something millimeters long, I believe, but they are really wide compared to my other bike, which is rather old. Then we have a short stem. Now that is from me crashing it, I believe. What happened was I was riding a trail and I was being stupid. I didn't really know what I was doing, and well, I think I'm going to get new brakes soon anyway. Then we move on to the seat and the saddle, whatchamacallit. I can't really say much about it. It's a saddle and seat thingamabobber, whatever you call it. Then we move on to the pedals and cranks. I can't really say anything about the cranks since I only had 3 bikes. No, 4, crap. Now the pedals, on the other hand, are gigantic compared to my other pedals. I wear a size 13 shoe. These are a little bit small on me. And compared to those pedals, they're gigantic. Then we move on to the crank set. This is a fairly good crank set. I don't really know, but it works for me. It's a 3x8. I was in the 1x1 just to test how fast it was. As you can see, I have some sand in there from the beach down there. Now, this shifts pretty well for me because I've ridden it for about 30-ish miles. But I do really love those pedals. It goes fairly fast on the road. I think it goes faster than that bike, but I can't be certain. I have ridden with my brother a couple of times, but he doesn't really like it. Now, let's see. Now this bike is perfect for me because, again, I don't know if I said this or not, but I'm 14 years old and 6'2". So yeah. It's a nice bike. I really love the color of it, if you can get all that in. Try not to hit my mom's motorcycle. And there we go.